Hi, I'm Adam Lisberg from DJI. We're here at our booth at NAB 2017 showing off some amazing new products that we've put out for the professional film and video market this year. Something we're really excited about is our new Ronin II stabilized gimbal. This is a professional piece of gear for people who need to have a rock-solid image on a full-size camera rig, even if they're running up a flight of stairs, tracking a character across the desert, mounted on a vehicle, in all sorts of uncertain situations. If you need to make sure that your camera stays locked on the subject, that's what this gimbal system does. As you can see, even as you're moving around, if you're a camera operator trying to get past something, it stays focused on there. And if you can see how the image comes through, you still have a stable image on your display even while the gimbal is moving around. So we have on display here showing how you can mount this on a vehicle, on a Steadicam, on a ready rig, or simply handheld like this to get that same quality of video. The entire Ronin system was reimagined based on the feedback that we received from film and video professionals. And that includes everything from these micro adjustment knobs to let you make small adjustments to how it's positioned and balanced without having to unlock and rebuild the whole package. It's to the integrated cabling, so there are power ports throughout here, so you can get battery power into a camera without having to add all sorts of extraneous cabling. On the back side here, you can see that we now have dual hot swappable battery system, so you can change your batteries one at a time while the other one keeps the system powered. You don't have to shut down and reboot. Things like that can make a big difference on a movie set where you need to save when you have a lot of people and a lot of equipment waiting for you to get it right. You can't be wasting time messing around with that. For the first time, we have a control panel built onto the Ronin system here. So aside from using an app to control this, you can simply touch your options here using buttons or the screen in order to get the control parameters in place that you need. The main motor on the top here has 5 times more torque than the original Ronin motor. That's what you need to be able to move a payload of up to 30 pounds and keep it steady even in your vehicle mount going up to 75 miles an hour. So it's completely redesigned for professional uses. We're really excited about it. The professional film and video people who come through the booth here, they can't wait to get their hands on this and use this to make some amazing materials. So here we have our new DJI Goggles. This is the first time that DJI has prepared a first-person viewing system to see what you're seeing through the drone's eyes. People have said, is this a virtual reality headset? And I say, no, this is a way to see the reality that's right in front of you in a way you've never been able to before. You place the goggles on here, and it's important that you can easily flip them up to be able to see where your drone is as it's flying along. But once you put it down, you can see the view from this drone. And as the drone is up in the air, you move your head to the left, the drone camera will move to the left. You move your camera to the right, your head to the right, the drone camera will start moving to the right. In other words, you can control where the drone is looking while you're up in the air. It's an amazing immersive experience to be in the sky, seeing what's below you, and being able to control it while it's working. So this is an immersive high-definition screen right in front of both of your eyes. But the most amazing feature is, as you can see, once it's on your head, connected to a Mavic Pro, when you turn your head, the drone's camera follows and looks where you're looking. You look up at the sky, you look down at the ground, and the drone's camera follows along to give you a perspective that you've never been able to capture from a drone before. We also have some new accessories for professional users. This is our Sendense drone controller, which works with our high-end professional models. As you can see, compared to an earlier one, it has a lot more buttons and control screens on it. This lets you customize exactly how you want to operate your drone. If there are functions that you use a lot, you can set them to be pulled up automatically. You no longer have to navigate through different menus and logos on the screen here. You can get it to do exactly what you want. If you have multiple operators on a job, each one can set different profiles for all of these separate kinds of dials and knobs. It gives you a lot more control over what you're able to do and see with the drone. This screen here is our new Crystal Sky model. It's a large bright viewing system. It has up to 4 times brighter than your average smartphone or tablet screen, so you can use this in broad daylight. If you have a lot of people who need to be able to look at the image to decide what to do next, you don't have to peer under a hood. You can just show it to everyone up there. A lot of expandability, additional micro SD card ports. Another function of the Sendence controller is going to be important for live TV broadcasting because it has an SDI output. This is the preferred format for TV production that needs to be getting live video from the field and putting it on TV. So this is our first time offering that in an easy package like that. And finally, for a very high, for situations that require a long flight path, where you're keeping the drone within your line of sight but up to several miles away in a very rural atmosphere. This is our Tractenna. Inside here is a high gain drone antenna that's mounted on a stabilized gimbal and has a GPS unit inside it. So it's automatically pointing the antenna where the drone is. As the drone moves or as the base moves, say if you mount this on a vehicle, it's keeping that connection as strong as possible. It can stay connected to a drone up to 10 kilometers away. And within 2 kilometers, it can get data speeds up to 10 megabits per second. So this is, which will be available later this year, again, is something you can use in a very intense, rough, professional capacity, but it makes sure that people who need to push their drones to the limit can get the job done. DJI has collaborated with Hasselblad, the world's premier distributor manufacturer and distributor of high-end camera systems, to come up with the ultimate aerial landscape, fine art, and professional imaging system. What you have here is our M600 Pro drone mounted on a Ronin MX gimbal with the new Hasselblad H6D digital camera. This has an amazing 100 megapixels on its sensor. The sensor size alone is 54 by 40 millimeters. This lets you capture aerial imagery that is simply unimaginable before. The same kind of resolution, color tone, quality, and accurate reproduction that you expect in the highest end professional cameras are now available from an aerial perspective. You can control the camera's functions from the controller while it's in the air. This is going to make for amazing landscape, fine art photography, as well as the many professional uses that people demand Hasselblad quality for example, for surveying and mapping. So this is the face of the future for serious photography, and we're excited to have it on display here.